Hello fellow woodworkers and welcome to this week's 10 minutes, yes, 10 minute tool review. And this week we are going to be looking at the Titan TTL 759CHN, their 40cc petrol chainsaw. Roll the intro. Okay, let's have a look. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Okay, let's get it open. Now there's a story to how I got the Titan chainsaw. I had a Titan electric chainsaw before, which was absolutely fantastic, but sadly I burnt it out, and when I contacted customer services in Screwfix, they told me I was still within the warranty. So I took it back, and instead of getting another electric chainsaw, I upgraded. So let's have a look at what's in the box. That is a big box. So we have what looks like a file. It definitely looks like a file. A screwdriver, a little flathead screwdriver, a multi-tool with hex bolts and a flat head, a little petrol can for mixing the fuel, so it's got marks all the way up. It says to use in a 40:1 ratio. The obligatory Titan instruction booklet. Titan usually are pretty good with their instructions, I do have to say. Very comprehensive with lots of diagrams. That looks the same. What looks like, I think, that could well be a carry bag. It does look like it. Let's have a look. It is. That is very posh. Look, I've never had one of those before. So, that's really cool. A Titan little mini rucksack for the chainsaw. And of course, the chainsaw itself. Which is, it feels a very sturdy unit. I have to say, the other Titan that I had, the other chainsaw, the electric one, was also quite sturdy considering it was an electric chainsaw, and this obviously being petrol also feels quite sturdy. So first look, good. There's the blade. I think it's a 35 centimetre blade. There it is. Very, very similar to their electronic version of the chainsaw. So let's have a look at the instructions now and see what we do next to get it going. Okay, so now the chainsaw's unpacked. I've just given it a little tighten because obviously it's very loose, but looking at it, I think the blade is a little bit too tight. It should be able to pull away a little bit more than it's currently doing. So I'm just going to get a little screw and adjust it. Also, that case is not sitting 100% proud. I'm not sure why, but as you can see, I think you can see that there's it's just slightly raised up. It's almost like it's not settled down in the correct place. I'm not quite sure why that is, but it shouldn't be there. And also, this piece of plastic has come off when I opened the crate. I'm not sure if that's meant to go in there, maybe. But it's off, and it shouldn't be, and I don't actually know where it's come from. I just lifted it up and there it was. So let's just give that a little bit of an adjuster first. It's really important that the blade has enough tension, and as you can see, it's actually quite tight there. probably made that tighter. It feels much tighter on the top than on the bottom. That feels a bit better. It feels like it's moving a bit better. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. So it took a little bit of adjustment, but it seems to be running fairly freely. We'll see when we turn it on how good it is. The next thing to do is to put in the fuel, and this has got two measurement. You probably won't be able to see it, but it's got two measurements on it, and it does say, and it's very clear in the instructions, to only use the 40 to one side. And in the example, it says fill the pipe down the side to 5, and then fill the main fuel to 5. So let's do that and see how it goes. Okay, so that's filled to 5. Now the oil I've got 2-stroke engine oil. It's made by Stahl, I think you say it. This is made specifically for things like leaf blowers, chainsaws, all that sort of thing. So there's 100 ml in here, and it says exactly the same on here. Fill it to 5 ml. Okay, so that's filled to 5 ml. Now, according to the instructions, it actually says, by tilting the tank, the oil falls into the petrol. Shake the bottle thoroughly to ensure it mixes. Okay, so that's my oil and petrol mixture. Now it's time to get it inside the chainsaw. Okay, let's give it a go and see if it will start up. It says that has to go forward. Turn that to on. Pull the choke out. Give it okay. Let's see if it goes. So, very pleased to see, as you saw, it works. First of all, I just cut through a little piece of stud timber. Apologies if it didn't look very safe, trust me, it was. And then I went through some stumps of monkey puzzle tree that we used to have at the house, and you can see how easily it went through, went straight through. Really important when using a chainsaw. Number one, safety, the most important thing. But the second thing is also not to be tempted to do the work. Don't push, don't force, just rest the chainsaw, let the chainsaw do the work. It will do it at its own speed, and it will, if it can't cut it, it will stop. If you're forcing it and it's having an issue cutting, you won't know, or you'll get a terrible kickback, which could be really, really dangerous. So, first impressions, really, really good. It went through the monkey puzzle, stumped without of trouble, which I pretty much is the reason why I had it in the first place, and that's what burnt out my first chainsaw. So really pleased about that. Good lightweight design. It's not very heavy at all. As you can see, handled it really well, and obviously a really, really good price. So a good recommendation from me. The only other thing I did, which hopefully you'll have seen, I just gave it a bit of a speed test, and as you can see, I think it equated to busy traffic when it was going full pelt. So not too loud really, and for a chainsaw, a mini chainsaw, pretty good. So that's the end of this week's tool review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and like and comment. I've got about, as the time of making this, I've got about 38 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. I've got some really good projects coming up, so please keep in touch with the channel, keep watching. My next project is likely to be the one thing I don't have, which is a router table, which I'm going to try and fit in to my existing table saw. So stick around, keep watching the channel, comment, any feedback, very well accepted. See you next week. Happy woodworking, fellow woodworkers.